Welcome, guys, to another spooky and spectacular October. Did you just sigh?
Sorry.
Another spooky and spectacular. You messed me up. October talk. Believe it or not, I have with me Cody Pezold. Everybody.
Woo!
Oh my goodness! Woo. The crowd is going wild. We don't have a crowd. Those were ghosts. I'm officially scared. So keep an eye out for those.
Yeah.
Cody.
Yo, what's up?
What the heck have you been up to since the pandemic?
A lot. I mean, we've talked somewhat briefly about stuff before. Like, we've both been kind of busy with everything, but we've talked about what I've been up to. When the pandemic first hit, job closed, obviously, like most people.
Yes.
Got a job at Walmart for 2.5 months.
That sounds horrible.
The hours were horrible. The job wasn't, but I can get into that in a whole different thing. Eventually left there. Worked for my uncle for a little bit just until things got back to normal, but movie theater's back open. I am now managing that. Been there for close to 2 months now on that one.
And that's in Fulton, Missouri, right?
Yeah, Fulton Cinema 8, part of B&B Theaters.
And that's officially open?
Yes.
Yes,
we are officially open. So if you're wanting to check out a movie, come on down. We even have private showings you can check out on our website.
And what do you mean when you say private showings?
Like, you can rent out the screen for you, and our cheapest option is for up to 25 people. But we've got options for like up to 50 people, and I think we can go even past that, but they're trying not to just because of screen sizes and social distancing and everything.
Yeah. So the whole screen you could rent out?
Yeah. Email our dude. If you go onto the website, it'll give you all the information. But you email them, they've got a set list of stuff that like we're allowed to do private showings for, and yeah, you can rent that out for like $100, or we even have gaming rentals right now. You can bring in your own game system and rent it out for that for 2 hours.
Are there any ladies there?
I mean, if you bring ladies.
So I could bring ladies?
Yeah, you can bring ladies.
Oh, okay. For $100.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Okay.
I mean, you can bring you and 24 other ladies.
Oh, whoa. All right. Well, we need to talk business afterwards.
All right.
We should do that.
But no, I've been managing up there. Finally moved down to my parents after,
nice.
Finances and everything kind of settled down a little more. Moved in with Binky, who I don't know if we've actually had an episode come out with him yet.
We have, I think, 2 episodes that have yet to come out with him.
Either way,
we've
buddy
mentioned
from
him.
high school.
Yeah, buddy from high school. We've mentioned him. I guess technically he's as involved in this as Adam is.
Yeah.
But I only say that because Binky's been on episodes. Adam has not.
Adam's more involved behind the scenes.
Yeah, Adam's involved with all the behind the scenes stuff. Jonathan was somebody we just happened to have on because he's involved with our lives.
Yeah.
And that's what Jonathan, Binky. We could talk about why he's called both of them later. So
yeah. We'll have him on when we talk about that.
Yes, we should.
Also got a girlfriend recently, so got that going
on. Hold on, we just came out with an episode talking about how you already have a girlfriend named Cassandra. Did you guys break up?
Yeah, that one ended. Got a new girlfriend.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's sad to hear, but good to hear.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable with saying your girlfriend's name on the podcast?
I made a different episode.
But
we'll save that for like main show.
Is she not creepy enough
she is very creepy.
She's
very into the creepy stuff.
To the dark magic.
Yeah, into the dark side.
The dark side.
Welcome to the darkness.
That's exciting. So you moved out.
Yep.
You got your real job back.
Yeah.
You have a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
Are you rich? Like,
I wish, dude.
That's all you got? Did you get a new car? Like, you driving a sports car? Or
nope, still driving the Jeep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You seem to be doing really good.
Yeah, things are going pretty good right now.
Well, that's awesome, man.
There's a little snag with stuff at work, but that's not unexpected with COVID and everything right now.
Yeah.
So It's just little things like getting on to actual like full-time salary, stuff like that. But right now I'm making what I'm getting paid work, and everything's going pretty good so far.
So after, then you'll be rich.
No.
Then
I'll never be rich until I'm like big boss man.
You'll be richer though.
I'll be richer.
All right, we can take that.
I will be richer, but not rich.
We could do richer. You'll be Richard, but you won't be Dick.
Yes.
I got you. I like it. That's good stuff, man. Well, Cody, I feel like you're a guest because it's been so long since we've done this.
It has been a while. We've both just been busy with everything, honestly.
And I feel like I've seen Alex more than you during this pandemic. I think so.
He actually works in Columbia now. Yeah, you probably do see him more.
And I feel like I talk to him more because you work nights.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you go to work basically like in the middle of my shift, in the middle of like Alex's shift. So you don't talk a lot on the group chat either.
We haven't. To be fair, we haven't really done much on the group chat lately. We've had a couple messages.
I still feel. I don't know. It's just crazy.
You know me with group chats. I don't say much.
No, you don't. Actually, that's that's a problem. But anyways, no, it's so good to have you.
I say
here.
things when they're important.
It's not everything important.
Some things not really. To be fair, there are things we've talked about on that chat that I'm like, it's not that important. But anytime it's like, hey, I really need input on things, I usually give my input.
That's crazy. Well, you've missed out the last 4 October talks.
I have. I definitely have.
And even my guests on there have wondered where you are and why you're not on.
You know, life right now, but finally got some time off. I mean, that was the problem. Was I was working 7 days a week, dude.
That's crazy, man. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Because of that, you need to catch up.
I do. I do need to catch up on what's been happening.
So we need to talk about everything we already talked about on October Talk.
All right. I am ready.
All right. So first things first, do you believe in the lizard people?
To be fair, I've never heard of the lizard people.
Oh, well, buddy, aren't you in luck?
Oh, man.
Because I did a whole half an episode on the lizard people.
Oh, boy. Are we about to have another half of an episode on lizard people?
I don't know. What time?
Are the people ready for another half an episode of lizard people?
What time do the people got? Is it good? Basically, the Serpent Society is a society of lizard humanoids. Well, it depends on what you do. It's either lizard humanoids or lizards that could transform into humans, I guess, with their camouflage, like chameleon powers or whatever. I don't know. And remember that horror movie we saw with the giant cockroaches that blend into society looking like people?
Did I watch that?
I saw it at your house.
I might have. It's been a while.
It's just like that, but with lizards.
Okay.
And apparently, there's two different sides. It's either everybody or like a huge chunk of society is these lizard people, or it's only celebrities and people with power, like in government and politics.
All right.
And again, depending on the story, they've either been here for like millennias, or they're from another planet.
Oh.
And either way, they're in hiding, waiting for the perfect time to sneak up and take over mankind.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Now, fun fact, 1% to 2% of Americans actually believe in the lizard people, or as I like to call them, the Serpent Society, based after the song Serpent Society by Wednesday 13.
All right.
Which is about the lizard people.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
So I guess, do you believe that there is a secret organization of lizard humanoids plotting to take over mankind?
I mean, it'd be fun, but no.
What the heck's fun? No, what the heck's fun about that?
It'd be kind of fun to, like, if something like that actually existed, but I don't actually believe that it does.
That sounds terrifying to me.
A little bit, but it's also the mystery of, something like that actually exists.
But you think it would be, it would be fun?
It'd be kind of interesting. I guess fun isn't the right word, but more like interesting.
Okay.
But, I mean, no, I don't actually believe it exists.
What about... I guess there's no other way to really word that question to
No.
make it better.
No,
So,
not really.
No. I don't believe in the lizard people.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I need to reiterate that because if you listen to that episode, it really sounds like I believe in them.
Okay.
I don't.
Fair.
I metaphorically believe in lizard people,
Okay.
as in ancient writings, including the Bible, they use the word serpent as a bad guy, most commonly known as, Satan in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah.
He was described as a serpent, and I believe there are serpent people where on the inside they are bad or evil or just
So more of like
not
a
good people.
morality thing than like
but on
physical thing.
Yeah, but on the outside they come across as like completely nice and normal and humble people.
It's almost like Two-Faced.
Yes, exactly. I believe in serpent. So those are serpents to me.
Okay.
Because like a serpent or even like a lizard, I guess, you have to camouflage. You have to make it look like you're something that's completely harmless.
Yeah.
But when it's time to strike, it turns out it's like, oh, this is,
This person's an a-hole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
If a snake would have bit you, type of thing.
No, in that sense, then yes, serpents do exist in that kind of sense. But
Yes.
it's more of a emotional and like a morality thing than, physically.
Yeah, so, there's that.
Yeah.
Lizard people.
All right. What episode was this?
This was episode 1.
Well, yeah, but like, what was the theme of the episode? Like, what were you discussing?
Conspiracies.
Okay.
So what's your conspiracy?
Have you heard the one that pigeons don't actually exist?
I saw something recently on Facebook about that. That's like the latest thing that...
I mean, it's a dumb one, but I find it to be hilarious.
Well, I first heard that birds aren't actually a thing.
Yeah, it's really
But
birds,
then-
but a lot of times people are like, oh, no, it's just pigeons.
Explain to me the pigeons thing.
I mean, they just think that pigeons are like a secret government like spy camera and they don't actually exist.
Did they get that from Spies in Disguise?
Maybe.
Because that was a really good movie, but I could see somebody watching that being like, oh, wait a minute.
They might have.
Gosh. So
Like I said, it's usually just birds in general, but if they get specific, they usually go to pigeons on it.
So what's the proof or evidence that they have?
I have no idea. I just see it, and people are like, birds aren't real. They're just a government conspiracy. And I'm like, all right, you have a good sense of humor, but that's dumb.
Well, like, if they were to say, like, crows, I would believe that.
Why crows?
Because, well, crows don't forget. Like, people have used crows for, like, crime scenes.
Okay.
Or to figure out, like, a murderer or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they don't forget. They mimic almost any noise that they could hear.
Okay.
People have used spiders to solve crime scenes even.
Really?
Yeah, there's this one where somebody was killed and like rolled up in like a rug or something.
Okay.
And there was like a spider. I don't know if it was a spider bite or an actual like spider like on this person.
Mm-hmm.
And they couldn't figure out like where the rug came from or who the killer was or something like that. But when they found out what the spider was, they narrowed it down. And they were like, the spider likes like basement areas, but it has to be like a specific temperature and like specific climate. And they narrowed it down and they found like where the spider, like the house where the spider came from. And like that's where the murderer was.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, and they've done the same thing with like crows.
Okay.
Because like crows can mimic screams or mimic certain sounds or actually talk.
Yeah.
And crows never forget.
Okay.
And so they've used that. So crows maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's a lot of
thin strings that you're pulling at.
Well, that's a lot of machinery.
That too.
Unless, wait a minute. Hold on. What if birds are real, but they take a large population of birds and replace like one eye with like a camera?
Oh.
You know? And
that's
where,
much more believable.
And maybe that's where the term the bird's eye view came from.
Ooh. It's much more believable than all birds don't exist.
Holy crap. No, I think we just solved this.
Yeah.
We just figured it out.
We figured it out, guys.
Who do we talk to about this? Is there a guy we could go to?
Somebody get Trump on the line so we can tell him what's going on.
Well, he probably he might not know. Wait, what if he
might not?
Wait. We gotta go.
All right, so you talked about conspiracies.
And that's your favorite conspiracy
at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. What do we talk about next?
What was episode 2?
Episode 2 was just me.
All right.
And I talked about my top 2 favorite horror movies, which was number 2, The Thing with Kurt Russell, but I also like the other one that came out later.
The recent one?
Yeah, I do like that one too.
I've watched it. Did I watch that one with you?
Yeah, with the chick that plays Ramona.
I think so.
Yeah,
I know I've seen it. I don't know who I saw it with.
I don't know if it was with me or with my little brother that you saw it with.
Okay.
I know you saw it at my house, though.
Well, it might have been your house that I watched.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought I saw it in theaters, but it might have just been at your place.
No, I never saw it in theaters.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I kind of count them both as one because they are continuing stories. But,
okay.
But the one with Kurt Russell, I actually enjoy more than the most recent one. And
Fair.
And then my number 1 horror movie that I love is, of course, Alien.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, which you know. So, yeah.
Which, I mean, I haven't seen the first or the second or anything but Prometheus and what was the last
Alien
one?
Covenant.
Okay, yeah.
Which, oh my gosh, that was so funny watching you watch that. Because you're a jump scare type of guy.
Oh, yeah. Like, I like scary movies, but I am a horrible jump scare. I will jump at anything.
I need to watch the first Alien with you then, because that movie will get you.
All right, I'm down.
It's very scary. So what's your second favorite scary movie, man?
Are we going based on like scariest or that I enjoy? Because we're going scariest. I think you know my number 1 on that. But it's not a movie I enjoy watching.
Is there like a mix? Because I like both of those movies because I'll sit down and actually watch those movies because I enjoy them.
Yeah,
but they're also very scary.
Yeah, but like I feel like the scariest you wouldn't watch again because you're like, oh hell no, I'm out.
No, I see. For me, my scariest would have been Insidious.
Okay,
and I have watched it to watch it because I enjoy it before, but I was not alone when I watched it.
Okay,
it was with a group of people, and someone was like, "Hey, let's watch Insidious," and I was like, "Yeah, I love that movie. I'll watch it." But I will never watch that movie alone.
I mean, the one movie I will never watch again, period, whether alone or with people.
So that we're not going to count that movie.
No.
So what is your favorite movie that you will watch alone?
Actually watch again?
Yeah, but will kind of still give you like the heebie-jeebies.
I don't know if it counts as a horror. I think it's technically a horror movie.
Let's do number 2. Let's do number 2 first.
I don't really know, like, what I'd put as 1 or 2. It's just kind of on a list of ones that I'd watch again because I enjoyed. That would be Wolfman.
That's a horror movie.
The newest one?
Yeah, that's the remake of the original.
Yeah. I don't know why, and it's not like super scary or anything, but the transformation scenes I just find to be super well done.
Oh, those were done great.
I'm not a CGI person, so if you actually know CGI, it might not be great, but I loved watching it.
Well, it was also a good storyline, too. It was
yeah,
different than the black and white original, but it kept the same mystery and tone as the original.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Wolfman. Again, I don't know. I have a hard time picking like favorites on stuff. It's just I really enjoy things.
I mean,
whatever takes
that
top, who knows?
Yeah, that counts.
But I enjoy that. The problem is I haven't watched a lot lately, which sucks because I actually enjoy horror movies.
I haven't. I mean, to be honest, it's probably been a year since I've seen both The Thing and Alien. It's been a year since I've seen Alien. It's been probably 2, maybe 2.5 years since I've seen The Thing.
I'd probably have to put Alien Covenant up there. I've only watched it the one time, but it is really good.
It was, wasn't it?
I enjoyed that movie.
My favorite part was the throat burster.
That one was good. Really seeing more, because I'd watched Prometheus, and Prometheus was kind of It wasn't great, but it wasn't just awful.
It was more philosophical than anything.
Yeah. Well, it gave us some backstory stuff, and seeing that continue with, was that David, or who was the original one?
The original one was David, yes.
Okay.
And then Walter was the
Walter was the second one.
What's the second one?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing more of what David was pulling off and the fact that they kind of were like, oh, he's what made the queen alien or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was cool. Normally I'm like, don't show me the magic behind things because I don't care. It ruins things. But that one really was just, here's what's happened.
Yeah. At first I didn't like it, but the more expanded stuff that they've done with it, I'm like, this is really cool.
Yeah. So I'd put that on my list of ones that I really enjoyed.
All right.
The one I won't ever watch again was Encounter of the Fourth Kind.
Yeah, I've tried to.
I can't. It freaks me out, dude. And it's not like a typical horror movie. It's a psychological thing.
I'm going to use that to transition to another episode, but we're going to skip episode 3 real quick. We're going to skip to episode 4 when I had special guest Scott Ames on.
Ooh.
And we talked about demons and entities and aliens. And one of the reasons why I don't think because I believe in both aliens and demons.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess extraterrestrial life and the paranormal existence. And but I've often thought that, well, what if maybe some things that we think are aliens are actually demons?
Or I guess flipped even?
No.
Not flipped?
No, because if anything's alive, it has a soul. So I believe if there's aliens, that it has its own soul, and they probably have, if it's not the same heaven and hell, then they have their own heaven and hell.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that, there's a demon here on Earth, that's an alien. No, it's actually an alien. No, it's an entity. To me, to you, if that's how it is, if that helps you stay awake at night freaked out, then yeah, by all means, keep it up.
Fair.
So, but the Encounters of the Third Kind made me think.
Fourth Kind?
Fourth Kind made me think, were those aliens or were those actually demons?
That is a good question.
And they were taken.
I've only seen it twice, and you know why? Because I absolutely hate that movie.
It's terrifying, yes.
Even if you're like, oh, the real footage is faked or whatever, screw that. That chick alone, I can't look at her.
She's scary. And
her face freaks me out.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
But yeah, I mean, if you think about what's going on in that movie, it actually makes sense that it might have been demons and not aliens.
And here's what makes me think demons. One, it took the form of an owl, and we know that demons can take the form of other living creatures. People say, Satan took the form of a snake. I'm trying not to get too biblical here, but it's just my evidence. Yeah, Christ took those demons out of that man and put them inside of the pig. So who's to say that they wouldn't take the shape of like an owl? Yeah, and then second,
even outside of that, the footage stuff they show with them the levitation.
Yeah, the levitation.
Stuff.
I was like,
and
okay, so
what's supposed to be, the actual footage of the main chick with the voice thing. I mean, let's be real here. It sounded pretty demonic.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, if you really look inside of the, I guess, alternate dimensions, or I guess life after this life, and look at what some scholars believe. They believe that they don't that other entities don't actually speak English. They speak a ancient language that maybe humans at one point did speak.
Early the dead language, essentially,
like Latin or Aztec or was it like Macedonian or something like that?
Yeah.
And which
probably something even older that we no longer even know
exactly.
of.
And all of a sudden, these aliens speak like a dead language.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it really a dead language, or was it the original language of which these entities speak? And then at the end, when it claimed that itself was God, the only thing that ever
you're right,
that ever claims that it is a higher being than God, or claims to mimic or be or mimic God, is a demonic being.
You're not wrong. So, it does make more sense for demons now.
I think it was all just a demonic.
Yeah, I think they got it
entity.
wrong.
Yeah, and it could have been one. It could have been many.
It doesn't help with how much the movie freaks me out.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really freaking out right now. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna hate editing this audio.
It does make sense, though, actually thinking about it, that it probably wasn't aliens because of everything happening in it.
Yeah, and why would aliens cause that type of terror towards people?
Yeah.
Versus if they were to realize that it's a dark ghost.
Yeah, I get like it could be unintentional terror because it's like, oh, what the heck is this thing?
Exactly, yeah.
But the levitations and the whole demonic voice thingy definitely leads more towards the demon thing.
And what's crazy is that actually in the Bible, there's not once a moment where a demon will kill another human, and they always persuade them to do it themselves. And that guy that killed himself and his family to quote unquote protect them, the aliens didn't do a thing.
Yeah.
They persuaded him to do that in a way by terrifying him. So and apparently this is all like true stories. And when I looked more into it, I was like, I believe these were demons. I believe this was
I think they messed up what they were talking about.
Yeah. But the only logical explanation to, I guess, scientists that may not believe in the afterlife is extraterrestrial life.
Because I don't know if I'd call it necessarily afterlife, but the paranormal life.
Well, yeah.
I mean, even if you believe in afterlife, doesn't necessarily mean you believe in demons.
I guess so.
Because there can be an afterlife, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's other entities within the afterlife.
I mean, so I guess here's the big question. First of all, do you believe in extraterrestrial life?
I want to. I really do. I'm one of those people. I'm like, I want to experience a ghost. I want to see it do something. Like, even if I don't physically see it, like I just want to be standing there and see something do something I can't explain.
Extraterrestrial is aliens.
Sorry, I went paranormal.
He was so excited to give that
also,
answer.
yes, I do. That one I do have to say I believe in because I'm like, we can't be the only thing out there.
Oh yeah.
There has to be something else. If we're the only like intelligent beings, that's
in a span
really
of,
depressing.
In a span of infinity.
Yeah.
Like
that's super depressing, and it just can't be.
A old man once told me you have to be a darn fool to think we're the only ones.
You do
in the vast of space.
Like, will we ever meet other things? Probably not, and I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah,
but. To think that we're the only things is just super depressing.
Yeah, I
mean, if we're the best the universe has, that sucks because we're really dumb.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Humans are dumb.
We're dumb for now.
True. We might hit a higher state of being at some point.
Maybe
long after we're dead.
Maybe. What about the paranormal existence?
The paranormal. Okay, now into that one. I do want to believe in it. The problem is, I've been so many places that claim there are ghosts. And, like, not just like, oh, we have ghosts. Like, people recounting things of, like, seeing stuff. And it just never happens for me, dude. It doesn't matter when I'm in the place, how long I'm there. Nothing. Ever.
I've never actually seen a ghost.
I don't even have to see the physical being of it. Just anything happening. Like, oh, I'm standing there and all of a sudden, this paint can that might be securely on a shelf falls over. Not even something like that.
Yeah.
I had nothing.
This is going to be the third time I tell this story, but just because you weren't around, I'm going to tell you. So, very short version. We had this mirror in my old house in New Jersey.
Yeah.
It was on one side of the living room.
Yep.
We all go outside and play. Whole family. Nobody's inside. We go back inside the living room. The mirror's on the other side of the wall. Hung up. Perfect. Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
This happened twice.
Okay.
And I do remember hearing what I believe to be like ghosts or like entities, nothing evil or anything, but
mischievous.
Yeah, in my house, and then all of a sudden gone. And I had made mention to my mom once, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we had a ghost living with us for a little bit, but it had left now. I don't know why." And I was like, "Excuse me."
Thanks for telling me.
I was like, hold on. I need you to repeat everything you just said to me one more time. So I've had that experience.
Okay.
I've had other experiences that I won't mention on the podcast, but I'll talk to you about it later if you want to hear it.
Fair.
So,
that's the stuff I'm talking about. Like,
yeah.
I haven't even had the little things happen, man. Like, I've shown you around Quincy before. I showed you the theater that I performed in there.
Yeah,
the one on campus, not the community theater.
Didn't I sit in the chair that like apparently a ghost sits in? Yeah.
I have heard probably more than a dozen ghost stories about that theater specifically. While I was in there, whether it was late at night, early in the morning, by myself, nothing. Ever. Like, I swear, no matter where I go, ghosts just avoid me like the plague if they exist.
You say that now. Something's going to happen now.
Dude, I've been saying it for years.
Oh, actually.
'Cause William Woods has stories, too.
So there's actually a haunted mansion about 45 minutes away.
Okay.
Where Navarro filmed the music video Descend and Die.
Okay.
Scott told me about it off air.
Okay.
Just because of something I'm working on, side project.
Yeah.
And I think we should go out there and ghost hunt.
I'm down. The problem is it private property?
No, it's actually if you look up the place, they have a lot of beautiful pictures of this beautiful mansion where like they hold weddings and stuff.
Okay.
I imagine they don't want people to know about the fact that it's like haunted or cursed.
Yeah.
But if you have to do just a little bit of digging, and people will be like, yeah, this is the haunted mansion in like Boonville, Missouri.
Okay.
So
I mean, if we can get in, I'm down. I'm also thinking we should go to the state pen because they're back open.
I've been there before. We need to go there too.
They have like overnight ghost hunts that you can do. Since they are now reopened. Unfortunately, I wanted to. I think it was a year ago I talked about it with you and Alex.
Yeah.
Problem was they were still closed because of the damage from that tornado that it hit. But they are now reopened.
All the ghosts got out.
I highly recommend checking out the state pen. That place is awesome.
In Jefferson City, Missouri.
Yeah.
I enjoyed when I went there. I enjoyed the history behind it more.
Yeah. I need to go and actually, because the problem was I went in high school with a college history class. And me in high school, anytime I heard history, unless it was something I was super into, would fall asleep. And it was early in the morning, and needless to say, as they were talking about things, I fell asleep.
That's hilarious.
So I need to go back and like actually listen this time.
It's really cool. You would like it.
But yeah, dude, I'm down for ghost hunting.
Well, speaking of haunted places, the last thing, episode 3.
Yeah.
Justin and I talked about haunted houses.
Oh, hell no.
Why?
See, there's a difference between like going to a place that is supposedly haunted or actually is haunted.
Yeah.
And a haunted house.
What is it? What, one's fake and one's real?
See, I have what I understand is an irrational fear that there's going to be a serial killer hiding in a haunted house because what better place to hide than a haunted house, and I am going to die.
What if I could promise you that's not going to happen?
My brain will still tell me it can't.
What if I tell your brain it's not going to happen?
I doubt you can do that.
What if
it's just
what can I do?
Part of me that is a hell to the no.
What can I do to go through one haunted house with you?
Nothing. It's not happening.
I got $500. It says.
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
500 cash.
Correct.
Really?
Yeah.
1,000.
Exactly. We went whenever we were younger. I'm wanting to say we might have been 10. There was a haunted house in Columbia. I think it was in Columbia. We went to with Ashley and a couple other people. Mom obviously with us. I'm pretty sure we made it about 5 feet in. I freaked out, and Mom took me out the front. That's how that went.
What? Okay, so hear me out. Fear Fest.
Yeah. What about Fear Fest?
They do this thing the weekend after Halloween.
Okay.
It's called their blackout.
Okay.
And they turn off all the lights throughout the whole place. And all 4 haunted houses, they turn off all the lights, and you're given a glow stick to make your way through.
No.
All 4. Come on,
That's
why not?
Even worse.
Why not?
That's so much worse.
Why? Come on.
No.
It's just
the only thing I've done from Fear Fest is the zombie hayride paintball thing.
I went through Fear Fest this year. I went through their dress rehearsal, and I've realized that I'm not scared of haunted houses anymore.
I very much am.
Well, because I realized like it's a stage. You are literally into theater.
I know.
You went to school for theater.
I completely understand all of that.
That's what it is.
But my brain disconnects those two things.
No, what better way to stab a guy with an actual sword by accident than during a sword fight in a theater play?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So shoot a guy. I mean, I know somebody that heard somebody say the M word, right?
I mean, you can say it. We're not in a theater
I
production
am that superstitious about that word.
Anybody doesn't know what he's talking about, just message us and we'll let you know.
I'm not saying it. Don't you say it right now. I know somebody that knows somebody that they were going to play with
said
that
the
said
M
the
word.
M, that said the M for
M
Mike,
for McDonald's.
M for McDonald's, said that word, and there was a gun in that show, and everybody, including the guy that I know, saw it for themselves that was a blank in that gun. Nobody touched it. Nothing. Like it's right there. As everybody knows it was a blank. Dude got shot.
Oh, all right.
And it was all because he said the word.
The M word.
He said the word.
He said it.
And so
you don't say the word, man.
So what if you're getting ready for a play, and I just look at you and I say it, and I don't spin around 3 times and spit over my left shoulder?
I mean, I'm gonna hope for the best.
So you hope for the best for that, but for a haunted house,
I'm out.
What if I say that word?
Nope.
In line to the haunted house.
Nope. Not gonna help.
What if I just shouted?
You obviously know my ex from high school. That's clear.
Okay.
From senior year. So
yeah.
So you remember. We went to Fear Fest. It was me, her, Justin, Adam, and Keon, one of the exchange students we had for people that don't know.
Yeah.
We're walking up in line, and she's like, "Aren't you coming?" I straight up looked at her when we were dating at the time, and I said, "Fuck no." She's like, "Why aren't you coming with me?" I was like, "Because I'm not going in."
You made me laugh. I sort of cough. Come on. Just.
Nope.
What about Necropolis? Very small.
Nope. Not any better.
Come on. Will you work one?
I've thought about it.
You've thought about it.
Yep.
What if right now I could say, hey, this weekend or next weekend I could get you into I could get you into work at haunted house.
I would say I can't because I'm busy.
Okay, take work aside.
So like say I have no prior commitments.
Yeah.
And John's mic just fell over.
I blame that on you.
Uh-huh.
It's that ghost that was clapping earlier.
I'd have to think about it. I'd
obviously
I would
probably
need to talk to the people.
No, I would need to know right now, yes or no.
Like, I can't talk to the people in charge.
No, you
know
talk,
what I'm doing.
No, you
nothing.
talk to the people in charge when you get there to dress up.
I do. Actually, I have worked a haunted house once.
No, your brother told me about that. That doesn't count.
Why?
Because it's not technically an actual haunted house.
It was, though.
It's not a professional.
What's the difference between professional and not professional in that?
Money.
They were getting paid. Like, it wasn't free.
No, that doesn't count. I am saying like Fear Fest.
I still don't see the difference.
I don't care if you don't see the difference or not.
I mean, ours was scary enough that I made a chick pee herself.
That's cool. So. That's good for you. So is the answer yes?
Yeah, I'd work it.
So you would work it?
Yeah.
But you won't?
Nope.
What if after you work it?
Nope.
Like immediately, like your shift is done and you just walk through it?
Nope. I can't do it, dude.
$500.
Nope.
$1,000.
Nope.
I buy you a new car.
Nope.
Really? Like the new car thing?
I'm telling you, dude, I can't do it.
What if your girlfriend wanted you to?
No. She already did in the past.
What if she... No, your new girlfriend.
Still doesn't change
New girlfriend. What if she was like, I'm going to break up with you if you don't go walk through this with me?
I would probably be like, okay.
I'd
think about it real hard.
I'm going to tell her that.
I'd really think about that, but in the end, I'd probably sit outside and just be like, okay, go.
Okay.
I can't. Like, you know how I am with spiders.
Yeah, but this isn't a spider. This is fake.
Same level.
It's fake.
It doesn't matter.
It's not real.
It doesn't matter.
So you're telling me that, like, God's proof that Satan exists, spiders, is on the same level as a performance? Almost
for my brain, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I
Cody.
can't do it.
I almost called you Justin.
Yep.
That's how ridiculous this is.
I completely understand that.
But what are you watching scary movies for?
Because that's just on a TV.
So? What if you watch a scary movie, someone goes by, sees you watch a scary movie, comes inside, just stabs you?
Oh, then I'm dead. Clearly.
No, stabs you in the shoulder.
Yeah, well, I'm probably going to freak out.
And then just says, don't let your guard down, and then, like, leaves.
I'm going to freak out and be like, how in the hell did this dude get in my house and stab me? And then 2, I'm going to run to the hospital.
I guess that is a very valid thing to wonder if that happens.
Yeah. Like, how did this man get in my house?
How'd you get here? Why'd you stab me, dude?
Or even, like, at a theater, I'd be like, dude, how did you get in here with that?
Well, I think we've got up and everything.
I think so.
So let's break it down. You don't believe in pigeons.
No, I do believe in pigeons.
No, you don't.
You believe in serpent people.
Yes, but not lizard people.
Well, we're going that route, but I believe in pigeons.
You don't believe in their left eye.
We'll go with that.
There you go. You love Wolfman.
Yeah.
And you also love Alien Covenant.
Yes. Very good movies.
But Non-Encounters of the Fourth Kind.
No. Well,
the Third Kind's a good movie.
That one is pretty good.
Very poetic.
That's
the
Mel Brooks, or is it not Mel?
Oh no, it's
Sorry, I'm thinking Signs.
Yeah, no.
Wrong movie.
Still not Mel Brooks. Mel Gibson's in Signs.
Gibson.
Which even that one's the conspiracy that's not aliens, it's demons.
Really?
Yes.
I thought like aliens actually showed up in Signs.
Well, they showed up, but people are like, there's no actual proof that that they're actually aliens.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You think they're demons, which is why he has his faith back in the end. And the daughter is called an angel, which is why they never actually attacked her. And every time she touched water, it turned into holy water.
But I thought,
which is why it burned them.
Was it just her that chucked water at them? I thought like anybody threw
water.
No.
Anybody could throw the water at. Like she had water throughout the whole place because she was prepping.
Okay.
But
what about?
But
I guess she probably went in the pool at some point.
When she drank the water,
it turned
it into holy water.
Interesting theory on that one.
Yeah.
That one I don't quite get behind as much.
Well, still. Anyway, so you believe in aliens.
Yep.
You don't believe in. You want to believe in other entities.
I do.
But I have opened your mind to maybe aliens being people mistaking aliens for demons or demons for aliens.
Yeah.
All right. And then for not even anything in this world, you will not go into a haunted house.
Correct.
But you'll work one.
Yes. And I know it doesn't make sense.
But yeah, are you one of those guys that likes tomatoes but hates ketchup or whatever?
No, I like both.
Oh, well, you're weird.
I get to an extent the liking tomatoes but not ketchup.
Yeah, I guess.
Just because of everything that's added.
All right. Well, I guess we're all caught up.
Yeah. Good catching up, man.
Life is good with you.
Yeah.
You're going to be rich soon.
Not rich, but richer.
You're going to be Richard, but you're not
Dick.
But not Dick.
Yes.
But when you get up more, you will eventually be Dick.
Yes.
And that is great. Well, guys, there it is, the final episode of October Tark. The October Talk. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you learned a thing or two. Again, let us know what you think about all this spooky stuff.
Ooh.
And we hope to see you guys next year for season 3 of October Talk.
Yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, this is JC Radio, and we're signing out.
Peace.